Welcome, everybody. Hello, my name is Robert Tanovich. I am with the Sacramento Area Council of Governments. Welcome to the May is Bike Month 2021 Kickoff event. May is National Bike Month, and here in the Sacramento region, we want to celebrate by encouraging riders of all skill levels to get out and ride their bike. Today's kickoff event, Backyard Bike Tours, is a fun opportunity for cyclists of all abilities to discover local destinations in their own backyards, with the chance to win cool prizes along the way. During the Backyard Bike Tours kickoff event, participants can log on to mayisbikemonth.com to access a list of local destinations throughout the greater Sacramento region. Once again, that website is mayisbikemonth.com. These locations will be organized by city, and routes will be accessible to cyclists of diverse capabilities. You can join the hunt at any time today by riding your bike to any of the local destinations included in Backyard Bike Tours and taking a photo in front of it with your bike. Once you've taken said photo, you can add it to Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram with the hashtag May is Bike Month 2021 Kickoff for an opportunity to win prizes. Again, that hashtag is May is Bike Month 2021 Kickoff, and you can win cool prizes. That guy knows what I'm talking about. Log on to mayisbikemonth.com to see local destinations in your area and get started on your backyard bike tour. Now let's hear from some of our representatives in Placer County. Sabrina, how's it going in Placer?
Hey everyone, this is Sabrina Bradbury with SACOG. I'm here with our board chair and Placer County Supervisor Bonnie Gore. And I wanted to ask you a few questions today, Supervisor Gore. What can you tell me about the trails in Placer County? Do you have any favorites?
Well, good morning, everyone. What a great day to kick off May is Bike Month. We have so many amazing trails out here in South Placer. In Rockland and Roseville, we've got some great Class 1 bike trails. And then up in the foothills outside of Auburn and Colfax, we've got great mountain bike trails. So wonderful trails that anyone can use. One of my favorites is the Dry Creek Trail, which is in West Placer County. It actually goes along a dry creek, so you can enjoy a really nice, smooth ride. It's great for any level of a bike rider. And then if you get a little warm, you can just walk underneath the beautiful oak trees next to the creek. It's a great place to bike ride.
Yes, it is. I used to live right over there, so I used to bike it all the time. What's the importance of getting people to replace car trips with bike trips in our region?
Well, it is so important just for our own air quality and traffic congestion. So if you get on a bike trail and skip out driving your car to the grocery store or to work, you're saving air quality, you are reducing the traffic congestion, and you're getting healthy. So it's a win-win in many different ways.
Yes, and I've heard that you also have a challenge for folks this bike month. What's your challenge?
Yes, I want to challenge all of my colleagues, all of the Placer County residents to get out and at least have one bike trip this month. Whether you're biking to work, to school, to the grocery store, to the park, get out and get on the trails just one time this month, and you'll realize how much fun it is, and you get a great health benefit. So I encourage you to join me. One, maybe two, maybe three bike trips this month.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So we also have Rockland Mayor Gil Gallaldo, also a SACOG board member, and she has a new e-bike. So Mayor Gallaldo, I was hoping you could tell us about your e-bike. How does it work? What do you like about it?
Everything. I am so excited about my new toy. I've just had it a few months. It's a confidence boost. I don't know about everybody else, but my bike's been hanging in the garage for way too many years and very rarely got any use. I've had this now just, I think, 3 months, and I'm at 111 miles. And what I'm learning is it gives you that confidence. So if there's a hill that you're kind of concerned about, I'd like to go for a ride, but I'm not so sure about that hill. I've got that boost if I need it. You don't have to use the power. It ranges from no power up to a level 5. And then there's this nifty little, whoa, throttle if you need a little extra help to start off or to head up that hill. So I thoroughly recommend it. And then I got this sweet basket so I can start doing my errands.
Nice. I love it. So what's the longest ride that you've been on with it so far?
About 10 miles. Yeah. I haven't done a lot of long rides, but the city offices are getting used to now that I'm showing up looking like this. I'm trying to remember when I walk out the door to say, yeah, I could take my bike and run to that meeting. And so most of mine have been short around town, but about 10 miles is about as far. I think this battery goes about 100 miles, but I haven't pushed it that far to find out yet.
Oh, that's so cool. And for folks who might have some sticker shock over the cost of an e-bike, what's your sales pitch to them?
Yeah, it's sticker shock. I had to borrow a friend's and test it out to see if I really would do it. But I think the difference is, think about your car and what it costs for you to start it up for run to that literally a mile away grocery store visit or to run that errand. Not only am I saving some money on some gas when I'm using it, but I'm also doing something great for my environment and more importantly for me. This is 111 miles I wouldn't have put on my regular bike.
Yeah, that's great. I want to get one myself too.
I
sold
highly
me on it.
recommend it.
All right. Thank you so much. We also have Rockland Council member Ken Broadway with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Good morning.
So what do you think some of the perks are to bicycling as a mode of transportation?
There are so many benefits to biking. First of all, biking gets you outdoors. It gets you engaged with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors. It's an opportunity for you to actually be out in the community and see things you may not normally see. You may come across trails that you didn't even know were there. You find a business, you ride by and you see that sandwich shop or that yogurt shop that is new to the area and you haven't had a chance to visit, or you get the reminder of that favorite location maybe you haven't visited in a while. But there are so many benefits. And then the other side of that is you'll see things that in nature that you normally miss when you're zipping along in your car. And so by getting out of the car, getting on your bike, you can have an entirely new experience in your community. Additionally, one of the key benefits, and I know that Chair Bonnie Gore spoke about this, is our environment. What better for our environment than to get out and enjoy your time on your bike instead of jumping in that car? You're not going to be stuck in traffic, and you're also going to help our air quality.
Absolutely. And so this month we're featuring these backyard bike tours. Some locations are listed on our website, but really any destination in the region, folks could ride their bike and take a picture and post it for a chance to win. But what are some of your favorite destinations to ride in Rockland?
Well, from a Rockland perspective, we actually happen to be at one of my favorites, and there's a number of reasons that this is my favorite. First of all, you have over 3 miles of path here that are immediately available to you just in the Sunset Whitney Recreation Area for you to ride, to bike, to run, or to walk. You can enjoy any time out here that you want, but it also connects with Midas, Whitney, and Sunset. So you can connect throughout our city by just coming here to the Sunset Whitney Recreation Area. So this would be one of my favorites. I would say another from my home, you can ride directly to Twin Oaks Park, which will then connect through trails over to Kathy Lund Park and then back home. And it's just a beautiful ride and it's a way to get out and enjoy the community. So I really enjoy that area. But keep in mind that Rockland offers over 52 miles of bike trails, class 1, 2, and 3. And we have another 25 plus miles planned. So we will have a tremendous amount of opportunity for residents and visitors to our community to enjoy the outdoors and to do so while they bike.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what a beautiful day to start.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to kick it over to Casey Lazon, still in Placer County, but up in Auburn. Casey, how's it going up there?
It is great up here. So we are up here at the historic Auburn Courthouse. Thank you for joining us, Mayor Spokley and Councilmember Berlant, to kick off Bike Month. Mayor Spokley, what can you tell us about the bicycling culture here in Auburn?
Well, welcome first of all to Auburn and Bike Month kickoff. We're super excited to be a part of it. The bike scene here in Auburn is extremely strong. Unlike maybe Roseville, Rockland, where it's a little flatter, we have hills up here in Auburn. And folks come from all around the region to challenge themselves on the hills we have in and around our community here.
That is wonderful. And as a SACOG board member, you are familiar with some of the local bike improvements. What can you tell us about those?
Well, yes, thanks to some grant dollars that we were able to secure through the help of SACOG or through SACOG, we've had a couple of recent nice projects get completed. A few years back, we did Palm Avenue, which is near Junior High School in our community. So we have some bike lanes there. And then just recently, last year, we wrapped up the Nevada Street sidewalk project, which also installed some bike lanes in a pretty tight section of Nevada Street.
So Okay, so do you have a favorite trail here in Auburn?
I do have a favorite trail. Auburn is the endurance capital of the world, and we have some very challenging trails in our region. We also have some endurance events that are known around the world that draw folks to our community for those events. Tevis Cup is a horse race. It starts in Squaw Valley and finishes right here in Auburn. 100-mile horse race, horse endurance race, horse and rider endurance race. It's extremely difficult to watch those guys do that race. They're amazing. And then, of course, we have the Western States Run, not a bike event, but a run, also ending here in town. But favorite trails, Clementine Loop Trail is probably one of my favorite mountain biking trails. We're literally here in Auburn, minutes away from the American River Canyon and the Auburn State Recreation Area. And the trails down there, mountain bike trails, are just phenomenal. If you're looking for a challenge, we've got the hills to challenge with.
That is good to know. I've done hiking on the Clementine Trail. So now I'm going to have to see if I can get my family to get out there and try biking it. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, Council Member Berlant, as a lifelong resident of Auburn, can you tell us some key destinations that folks should bike to this May if they're trying to replace a car trip?
Yeah, absolutely. As the mayor mentioned, we have endless trails in and around our community. No other community in Placer County, I would think, offers what we do, which is rivers and streams and waterfalls. And really, you could probably spend every single day biking and hit a different trail or a different part of our community and still have more trails to do. So it really is an endless amount of opportunities. And while, our brothers and sisters down in South Placer have a lot of, flat land, we have adventure up here. Even just riding from Folsom or Granite Bay up Auburn Folsom Road to Auburn, I think, though I've never done it, so maybe you tell me, even though you're driving with cars, it's such a beautiful route that brings you here to this glorious community.
I love it. And then once you're in this community, where might be some cool places to try to bike to?
Well, again, it's endless. You can go down down Stagecoach Trail. You can go down to the confluence and see the American River itself. You can even go up and down the hills of Old Town Auburn or down into downtown Auburn. And of course, we want you to stop and enjoy our restaurants, our breweries.
Oh, yeah.
You need to refuel. That's what I think I love about Auburn is that this isn't just a stop. This is the destination for your bike trail. But our restaurants, our bars are safely open and ready to serve you. And so this could be, if you're in Roseville, Rockland, Folsom, Granite Bay, Sacramento, this can be your biking destination.
Wonderful. So for those who may not have a bike or they might need a tune-up, where could they go in Auburn?
Yeah, we also have some great biking stores, whether it's A-Town Bikes, Victory Velo, Bicycle Emporium. Some of these shops have been open for decades, and they have everything, not just bikes, but supplies, even tips, repairs for your bikes. So whether you're starting out or whether you're a professional, or whether you're got small kids, they have the bike for you. And the best thing about buying a bike from a local small town business is that they're going to help you find the right bike for the right attitude or the right, skill set. You can go maybe to a big box store, maybe buy one cheaper, but it may not be the right bike for you. And whether it's this full e-bike that the mayor has, or whether it's a mountain bike or a bike, for cycling in the city, whatever kind of bike it is, our shops here in Auburn have got you covered.
Gosh, there's so much to check out here. Okay, last question for you. Well, one of two. What's your favorite trail here? Do you have any recommendations for anyone who's just starting to bike or wants to get comfortable on their bike?
Well, I think there's no way to list favorites because there's just so many. Again, Stagecoach Trail, the Clementine Loop that's mentioned. We're not too far from Hidden Falls as well, which again has endless loops. So you can spend days upon days and go different ways, especially with the expansion that's being worked on. But for the families here in Auburn, we just opened up in the last year a bike park. And it is a great place for families, for kids, for youth to go right in Auburn off of Mighty Drive. You can find the Auburn Bike Park, a great place to bring your family. But even our parks around here, Auburn Recreation District has great paths that kids can bring their bikes to. And so, again, endless opportunities, whether your skill set is a professional or whether you've got little ones. The bike park, Auburn, is a place for you.
Wonderful. So anything you want to share about the kickoff this weekend?
So it's really important. May 1st is here. This also lines up perfectly with our reminders of Spare the Air Days.
Yes.
Unfortunately, with wildfires and all the other issues that the Bay Area sends to us and bad air quality, these are alternatives. And there are so many great places you can use your bike versus a car and reduce our emissions in California. So especially when we hit those Spare the Air Days, it's a good opportunity to switch to using your bike versus your car. And again, cool e-bikes like this, I think, Mayor, you can put some groceries on the back of that. Absolutely. Get it back home.
Yeah.
Have no problem. And again, avoid using your car during a Spare the Air Day.
That's wonderful. So whether you're a local or you're looking for a destination for biking, clearly Auburn is a treasure trove for you. Thank you both so much. Now back to you, Robert.
All right. Sounds good, everybody. Welcome back to Garcia Bend Park. I am here with Councilmember Jennings. Councilmember Jennings, welcome. He just wrote up, literally just wrote up. This is great. We are at the trail entry for Sacramento Bike Trail. Where does this go if people want to give it a try?
Well, there's two ways. You can go north and south. And north takes you to downtown and the beautiful city of Sacramento, which we all love with all our heart and soul. And south takes you towards the Elk Grove area to one of the suburbs in our community called Valley High, and to that way. And we have a water treatment plant there in case you want to see our beautiful water treatment plant. So south or north, either way, takes you some great places for incredible rides.
That sounds good. Excellent. This year, Bike Month is focused on touring your local city. Where do you like to go on your bike?
Well, I just kind of told you.
I know. I know. Anything else to add?
The Parkway Trail, there is no better ride in Sacramento. And I just saw the Sacramento magazine had like the top 10 bike trails in their article. And so
excellent.
It tells you all the different bike trails that you can benefit from in case you're a bike enthusiast, or even if you're new to it. You can go on all these different bike trails, and my trail that I love is in their top 10.
Excellent. Excellent. That is so good to hear. So good to hear. What tips do you have for people who say they're nervous about leaving their car behind and taking their bike with them?
Well, I think we're at that point at one point in time where we were nervous and we become car dependent. But for those who want to venture out and learn how to explore on their bike, I tell them start small and start with your family. Like bring the whole family out there and take advantage of a small trip and then start building up to the larger trips. And we also have bike share, the opportunity to do some bike sharing, and you get an opportunity to utilize your power for the bike, but you also have a little motorized in case you don't feel like you can make the whole trip. So there's all different kinds of ways that you can start, but the key thing is get started.
Excellent. That's great advice. You guys got to get started, get out on those bikes. There you have it, folks. It's time to get out those bikes and get into Sacramento. Let's kick it over to Kiara Reed, Executive Director of Walk Sacramento. Kiara, where are you calling in from today?
I am here. Thank you.
All right, Kiara, what's happening in your neck of the woods?
Well, thank you for having me. Just to introduce myself, my name's Kiara Reed, Executive Director of Walk Sacramento. I'm tuning in from the Oak Park Farmers Market on their opening day, which is a really easy bike ride from my place of residence. And, what we're encouraging folks to do for May is Bike Month is to try and replace some of those errands, those car trips to the grocery store, to the park, to your favorite farmer's market, to the pharmacy with a bike ride this month. If you're living in the Cabrillo Park neighborhood in South Sacramento, check out their Slow and Active Streets, which just launched. They're doing some really awesome activations in the South Sac neighborhood. You can check out Councilmember Mai Vang's Facebook page for more information. I know one of the really awesome things that they're doing is they have a route over to the Pinnell Center where you can get vaccinated. And if you go out on Friday, you can say hi to our friends at Sacramento Area Bicycle Advocates, where they'll be hosting a bike ballet. Some more really cool stuff that Walk Sacramento is doing is that we're working with West Sac and South Sac schools to encourage students to get out on their bikes, on their scooters, or even for a short walk. And we've been doing our Safe Routes to School programming forever now. So it's a good opportunity to encourage the kids to get involved and log their miles as well. And also we're hosting some active transportation pop-ups with the Sacramento County Active Transportation Plan. So if you want to share some information on how you think we can improve walking, biking, and rolling in your community, check out Walk Sacramento's Facebook page. Join us for a pop-up. You can also go to walkbikesaccounty.net. Where you can leave information on our input map, or again, check out one of our pop-up sessions, which we'll be holding all throughout the month of May. And lastly, while you're out and about on your bikes, don't forget to wear your helmet, wear your safety reflectors, wear lights at night, watch out for the car doors, especially if you're biking through the city in the bike lane. Also, give the right of way to pedestrians. I think that's one that sometimes gets overlooked as we're biking about. And don't forget to share all of your photos with the May is Bike Month hashtag. We're really excited for May is Bike Month. For me, it's an exciting month because it's my birthday month. It's Farmers Market month. I get to ride my bike here every Saturday. And really, we're just encouraging folks to get out and do the same.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much for checking in with us today, Kiara. Sounds like a great
Absolutely.
ride for you. That is so incredible. Love to see you. Love the smiles. Keep on riding. We appreciate it. All right. We're going to keep on going. We're going to head to Citrus Heights to speak with Vice Mayor Portia Middleton. I believe Monica. We have Monica out there to speak with Vice Mayor Portia Middleton. Monica, you there?
Hello, we are here live in beautiful Citrus Heights with Vice Mayor Portia Middleton. Portia, can you please tell us, where do you like to bike with your family?
Oh my gosh. So we love to go out to Old Auburn Road and out to Rush Park and ride around there. It's a very nice, easy ride, and we have a lot of fun as a family. The bike lanes are really nice, and they're smooth, and they're really easy for the young kids.
Wonderful. A lot of times we think that suburban communities don't have the places for walking and biking, and Citrus Heights certainly does. I've heard you're working on 2 new exciting trail projects. Can you tell us about those?
Oh, absolutely. So we're working on the Arcade Cripple Creek project, and also Mitchell Village, is having a new trail that's going to be able to connect to the Sunrise Mall area. And the Arcade project is actually going to be able to connect to other trails throughout the Sacramento region. So we're really excited for those.
That's fantastic. You are centrally located, and surely a lot of people want to come in, spend their money in Citrus Heights, see the beautiful community. I've also heard you're doing a lot to just improve bikeability along existing roadways. I'm working on complete streets. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Absolutely. Our Auburn Boulevard and Old Auburn Road projects were funded by SACOG. Thank you so much.
Woohoo!
Yes. And so we're actually going to be able to put out new bike trails through there and increase bikeability and multimodal transportation. Something we're really excited about, and we're making sure we're continuing our complete streets right around our schools.
Awesome. Thank you. Congratulations. Anything else you want to add? I know you also are a parent of 2 kids. Can you talk about biking with children? What is that about?
Oh gosh, I have 2 boys. They're 5 and 10, and that is one of the ways that we can just wear them out. And with Citrus Heights expanding bike trails, and there's so many right around our house, it's a good way for us to get out, be active, and have a lot of fun, but also be environmentally friendly too.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. May is Bike Month. Today is the day. Get out there, ride, pedal. Vice Mayor, any closing messages for our crew?
Get out there, bike, wear a helmet, and please, if you're driving a car, watch out for those bicyclists.
Yes, thank you. And we are going to hand it off to Folsom Mayor Mike Kozlowski and Leah Barrett, the Executive Director of 50 Corridor Transportation Management Association. Over to you. Thanks, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hey there.
This is Leah. I am the Executive Director of the 50 Corridor Transportation Management Association. And this is the one, the only Mayor Kozlowski of Folsom. So Mayor Kozlowski just finished a bicycle ride with our ride with the mayor. And how was it?
It was fantastic. Really, really good. We couldn't have asked for nicer weather and clearer air and a more beautiful setting. It was a blast, and we just got done a short time ago and ended up very conveniently right across the street from our Saturday farmers market here at the Sutter Light Rail Station.
Awesome. So what are your favorite, obviously the farmers market is one of them, but what are some of your other favorite destinations to bike in this area?
Oh, gotcha. So when I bike, generally I do it just for some exercise and fun, and we have 50 miles of Class 1 trails here in Folsom that wind all over the place. So you can pick any destination and end up there, or you can make it a ride in the woods for as long as you like. But it's always fun to end up down on Sutter Street because it's kind of the heart of our city. And it's a good reminder that Folsom's always been a leader in transportation. This is the site of the very first commercial rail line in California started here in Folsom. And we're super excited about the stuff that the 50 Corridor TMA does for active transportation and what SACOG is doing for active transportation, because we need to go back to the future a little bit and get better at riding bikes and walking to places, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I heard that there were plans for an art installation coming up on the Johnny Cash Trail. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure thing. So the Johnny Cash Trail actually runs from Sutter Street down right near the Rainbow Bridge, behind City Hall and the police station, and out across the frontage of the California State Prison over to Folsom Lake. And at 9 places along that trail, there eventually are going to be public art displays. The first of which should be installed later this year, which is a giant cast iron guitar pick that's going to mark the start of the trail right behind our Moose Club on Leibsdorf Street. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. And we're going to kick it back to you guys over there. Thanks for listening. Happy Bike Month, everyone.
All right, sweet. That sounds great. Thank you so much for checking in with us. We appreciate you guys' time. Now let's head over to Yolo County. We have Armando Garcia Llanos representing the Davis Bike Club. Armando, I hear you're on a ride today. What can you tell us about it?
I'm doing a 400K brevet that it's part of the Davis Bike Club Brandon series. So right now I'm on Monticello Road, going towards Winter, and then I'm going to Sonoma Lake, and then up to Davis again.
That's a long ride. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to tell us about your ride today? I think we might have lost Armando. Technical difficulties, as they say in the biz. Technical difficulties. We appreciate you coming on, Armando. Yeah, he's doing a 400K beret ride. That's a pretty long ride for anyone who's never done it. So we're going to keep it moving here. Do we have Valerie Zimmer on the line yet, Danielle, in West Sacramento?
I'm here.
All right, Valerie, welcome. She's the chair of Transportation and Mobility and Infrastructure. Thank you for joining us. I hear the city recently secured some funding for a bike trail. What can you tell us about it?
Oh my gosh, we have not just secured some funding for a bike trail, but for multiple projects. I'm super excited about what's going on in the city. I have to say, I got to give the city staff and the city council and the mayor a lot of credit for all their hard work. But yeah, we just got, I think it was $6 million for an overpass on the Sycamore Bike Trail between the north and the south parts of West Sacramento. I don't know, those of you who bike in West Sacramento, you might find that sometimes it's a little bit hard to go from north to south, and because of Highway 50 and some of the train tracks. So, we just got some funding to build a bridge over Highway 50. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a pedestrian and bicycle bridge over Highway 50, and it's going to connect, 2 residential neighborhoods. There's a school on the south side, and some of the kids go to that school that live on the north side. So it's going to be a super great way for those kids to get to school and ride around and visit each other in that neighborhood. And that's just one of the projects that's hopefully starting soon. Another project that's ongoing right now is for those cyclists that like to, bike between, say, Davis and Sacramento. You have to take the Yolo Causeway, and you have to go on West Capitol Avenue. And right now underway, there's a construction project that's going to be a safety enhancement project to build bike lanes and kind of give bicycles and pedestrians more space to use that corridor. So it's going to be a lot safer for people to get to the Yolo Causeway between downtown Sacramento. And of course, folks locally here will be using that as well. The other thing is I'm standing right here. This is my favorite bike trail in West Sacramento. It's along the river, along the Sacramento River, and it goes about right now 5 miles between Bright Park in the north part, and it kind of winds along the river, goes through the new state park, the California Indian Heritage Center, where they'll be building more bike trails. And right now it's dirt, but I'm riding my commuter bike here, and then past the Broderick boat ramp, and that's in that area along the river next to Sacramento. There's a bunch of exciting things going on. One, at some point they're going to be enhancing the I Street Bridge just for bicycles and pedestrians. They're building a new bridge for cars. And the other thing that's starting soon is, again, going south along the river, they're going to be widening 5th Street and also Riverfront Street, I believe, so that there will be bike lanes, class 4 bike lanes, which means completely protected, for cyclists who, again, want to go from north to south. I think we received funding for some of that as well, the I Street Bridge and that too. So there's just a lot going on here in West Sacramento, and I'm really excited about all the different projects that are underway. And I've probably forgot some of them as well. As I stand out here on this beautiful day, as you can see, it's beautiful along the river. There's my bike right here. You know, there's the trail. I'll give you a little pan because, you know, if you haven't come to cycle in West Sacramento, you really should come over here. You know, you can make really fun loops around the city. You can just go on one trail. This is probably a 5-mile trail. You know, you can visit a ballpark. You can visit lots of restaurants and shops, and you know, there's just a really nice network of trails, and it's a great way to get around the city and spend some time.
Very cool pitch. Makes me want to go out to West Sac right now to check you guys out. That's amazing. Very cool. Any last words before we let you off?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to you guys for promoting this event and for helping us get funding. And you know, I'm super excited to be here today. And let's have a great kickoff. And of course, this is one of the places you can go and you can tag the May is Bike Month. Is it kickoff with a pound? And you can come here and you come to stand in this beautiful spot. And I'm going to do that when I get off this call.
That's right. Hashtag May is Bike Month 2021 Kickoff.
Yeah.
Perfect. We appreciate the check-in. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your ride. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. All right.
Thank you.
Let's head out. My pleasure. We're going to head out to the foothills now. The foothills. Check in with Vice Mayor Taylor. What's it like in Placerville today, Vice Mayor Taylor?
Hi, Robert. We're here with Vice Mayor Taylor. If you can hear us.
We can. What's going on in your neck of the woods, Renee?
Yeah. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Vice Mayor Taylor.
Hi, I'm Kara Taylor, Vice Mayor of Placerville and the current chair of El Dorado County Transportation Commission. And I am excited to kick off Bike Week. This is a great campaign that encourages people to use bicycle transportation for a clean way to get around and a fun and active transportation. I'm out here today on the El Dorado Trail. My daughter and I have been raking leaves and sprucing it up as part of the Placerville's Rise and Shine Day of Community Service. The trail is looking great. We use this trail all the time. My husband bikes about 70 miles a week on this trail. We have walked every segment of it. The El Dorado Trail is 12 miles of paved Class 1 bike trails and many more miles of unpaved trails. There are just so many opportunities in El Dorado County and Placerville for biking, and there's parking rides all along the trail. So I really encourage people to get out and get biking and walking on the El Dorado Trail. I also want to mention that we are hosting El Dorado County's May is Bike Month event on May 22nd from 9 to 11 at the Park and Ride at Forney and Ray Lawyer Drive. And if you're looking for any trail maps, you can go to, El Dorado County bikemap.org, and you can visit and check out the trail. Thank you. And back to you, Robert.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. That's great. And thank you, Vice Mayor Taylor. That's like my favorite name to say today, Vice Mayor Taylor. And we have local cycling enthusiast Regina Miranda on the line from El Dorado County. Regina, are you heading out for a ride today?
I am. Yeah, I'm here with my friend Allie. Actually, there's two of us, so I'll be short. My name is Regina. I'm a new cyclist. I started cycling during COVID, so April of last year, and I quickly turned something that was like a casual hobby into a full-blown love affair with cycling. I got a road bike, I got a mountain bike, and I got a commuter bike, and I really discovered that I enjoy mountain biking the most. And Placerville and El Dorado County has wonderful mountain bike trails. My favorite spot is Cronin Ranch. You can kind of choose your own adventure and decide how much you want to climb or how long you want to be out there. I also like the El Dorado Trail, like Kara Taylor before me said, it's paved, and then there are parallel unpaved trails. So if you want to practice mountain biking or not have to drive out as far, you can get to experience both. I'm going to pass you over to Allie.
Perfect.
Hi there.
Hello. Welcome in.
Hi, thanks. Yeah, my name is Allie Hart. And like Regina, I picked up cycling about a year ago, but seriously for about the last 4 months and riding around El Dorado County, whether it's on the trails or on the road, has been a really incredible experience. We have some world-class biking trails up here, and I think it's a real destination for a lot of people. Unlike Regina, I'm more of a road cycler, and I've found that it's really, really satisfying to be in a safe space, especially on the El Dorado trails, and whether you go off on spur trails or you stay directly on the trail, whether upper or lower, it's such a safe space to cut your teeth if you're new to the cycling world. So I just love it.
Sounds great. That's amazing. So whether you're a novice or an expert, it's a great time to get out there and ride. We appreciate you guys' check-in. Any last words before we let you go?
Whether you haven't ridden a bike in a long time, years and years and years like I had or not, what they say is true about riding a bike. It's pretty simple and it's fun, and it's, don't let yourself not take it on just in case, you're worried about whether or not you'll have fun. You will.
Excellent. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, friends from El Dorado County.
We're going to kick it back over to Sabrina in Placer County to talk about how participants can win some socks.
Hey everyone, Sabrina Bradbury here, still in Rockland at Sunset Whitney Recreation Area. Wanted to show off this year's Bike Month socks. I know everyone's always trying to get their hands on a pair. So by logging your miles every week, we'll do weekly drawings of 75 winners. And then at the end of the month, we'll draw 150 winners. So keep logging your miles at mayisbikemonth.com for a chance to win. Also today, as part of kickoff for the backyard bike tours, you can go to the event page on our website for some suggested locations, or you could bike to any location in the region and post a picture on one of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Tag us, tag May is Bike Month, and put the hashtag May is Bike Month 2021 Kick-off, and you will be entered for another chance to win a pair of socks. So stay active on social media and the website for more chances to win. We also have a grand prize drawing at the end of the month, prize package worth about $500 in gift cards or staycation, still to be determined. So stay tuned for that. We will draw from anyone who logged miles all month long.
And those are really, really cool socks. So show them again, Sabrina, because those are cool socks. I want a pair. So do your part, log on, tag May is Bike Month, and maybe you'll win a pair of free socks because those are really cool.
That's right. And we do also have t-shirts. If you check with your employer, we have transportation management organizations that we work with who then get t-shirts out to employers. And then we will be looking for other opportunities to safely distribute them. Since we're not holding in-person events this year, we still want to try and get those out to folks. So we will keep you posted on that as well. All right, Robert, Danielle, do we have Yuba City yet?
No, we do not.
Oh.
Hey, but I know about Yuba City, and Yuba City, really, they've got these great bike trails that are going to go alongside the train tracks or the former train tracks, right? So really exciting. And if they don't show up, if you can't ride out in Yuba City, City of Roseville has trails all over the City of Roseville, along the creeks, along Miners Ravine. Great area to bike ride all over the city. We've got so many great places, you guys. Come out and ride your bikes. I mean, gosh, it's like the most beautiful day, right, you guys? Okay.
Well, as we're standing here, we should mention Sunset Whitney Recreation Area right here in the center of Rockland. It was a former golf course. We've got about half of it open for trails, 180 acres. Come on out.
So I will share, personally, when we were in the office, bike to work, I live in West Sacramento now and work in downtown Sacramento, and it's a 4-mile trip, and it really was a great way to get in a daily workout. So if you have that opportunity to just work it into a regular trip in your day, you get a little exercise, feel refreshed, and then you don't have to hit the gym later either. So I think since we're running ahead of schedule a bit here, we'll wrap this up a bit early, I think. Let me check one more time. Danielle, do we have Yuba City yet?
We do not.
All right. Then I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And if we get our Yuba City Council member, Sean Harris, we might do a separate quick stream for that in just a few minutes. But keep logging your miles, mayisbikemonth.com for a chance to win prizes. Thanks, everyone, for kicking off Bike Month with us.